coming to you live from Singapore, and it is Singaporean rain out there. We're on lap 8, and Dougie is in the lead, followed closely by, looks like a couple of Red Bulls there. Indian Man and V. Collie. All three on inners. It looks like the track is drying up. Let's take a look at the race director and see what's going on here. So we've got Dougie followed by the two Red Bulls, Axton, Viper, Monty, Truth, Paystock, Flip, and Arrow rounding out the top 10. Guys eliminated from the race, myself and Swartz got disqualified. Not sure what happened there. Everyone is on inners right now, so only 2 out of the race, looks like. And, Raiden has retired from the race. Let's see if we can get a look at that before it's too late. No, Raiden is gone from the race. What do you know? I'm going to see if we can get Raiden in here, do some commentary with me. Let's send him an invite. You never know. You never know who might pop in on these virtual Formula 1 commentary races. Alright, now that that invite's sent, let's get back to the action. Alright, so Dougie's still in the lead. It's starting to dry up here, looks like. The boys might have to start considering changing tires. Now B. Collie's overtaken second from Indian Man, I do believe. No. So still Dougie, followed by Indian Man, followed by B. Collie. Then we've got Axton. He's not far off the pace, 5.4. Well, he's about 4 seconds back from the group. Viper, another second and a half behind him, and then Monty, well off the pace, 10 seconds. So, right now it's a 3-horse race as we're on lap 10. Let's take a look at Dougie taking turn 1. B. Collie has overtaken second place now. And Indian Man must have pit. I'm not sure. Maybe he went off track. Let's take a look at the race director here. Indian Man already with 2 stops, still in 4th place. And we don't know if he pit or not. Looks like it was likely an accident more than anything. He hasn't gone to dries yet. So, we got Dougie still leading, followed by B. Collie. Viper 7 seconds back, and he took Indian Man as well. Oh, Indian Man has gone to the pit now, so 24 seconds back with the pit stop. That's not too bad at all. He could very well take the lead if he went to the dry tires on time. Now let's see, will they start coming in? You would think now is the time. The track is looking very dry out there. They come through the tunnel under the bridge. I believe Indian may have gained ground here. You would think he's gained some ground with these two staying out there. And it looks like they are both going to the pit now. So let's see where Indian was. 18 seconds. And will he come up out ahead of the leaders? I will imagine he will do that. But we'll find out here. Comes around the corner. And where's Dougie? Dougie's just coming out of the pits now. So Indian has taken the lead. Dougie did get a good pit stop. He stays ahead of Vicali at least, but they've been passed as well by Axton, who's now in second place. He went for the dries early as well, so clearly the tire decision making has been huge. Axton was 7 seconds back of the leaders to gain that position. Clearly they pit on the right lap there. Monty is on the dries as well, and he got ahead of them as well, so nearly 10 seconds lost by pitting a lap too long by the what were the two leaders, Dougie and Vicali. But as we know, these are two of the fastest in the VF1 championship, and they could easily gain ground and make up that time by the end of the race. We look at them going down the straight here. Now Dougie's on the softs, Vicali on the super softs. And Dougie may have a chance if he has excellent tire wear to go to the end of the race with these softs. It would be a huge feat, but it's not impossible with great tire wear to make it to the end on the soft. Vicali will surely have to do a two-stop, or one more stop before the end. Vicali doing what he has to here, making up ground. He is within a second. He should get DRS as we come down toward the back straight. And you see Monty's Renault right there, so they're not sure if they're catching ground or not. I wasn't keeping track at the time, but here comes Vicali on the inside. No, he doesn't have it. He pulls back in. He surely gained ground on that first corner, though. Here he goes to the outside now. Does he have the speed? No, he doesn't. This is a great battle here, though. Vicali again looking for the overtake now on the outside of turn 7, we'll call it. Yes, turn 7. Why not? Oh, he takes the position, but no, he does not. Dougie comes out of there, and Vicali is surely frustrated on the better tires, just cannot get by Dougie here. Now Dougie, comes across as Vicali had pulled out there. These straights are so short, you just can't tell what a driver's trying to do sometimes. Now, will Vicali get the overtake? We will take you back to leaders in just a moment here, but this is an interesting battle as these two are two of the fastest in the league, and surely they'll be looking to be on the podium by the end of the race. 5th and 4th right now. He's looking for overtake on every corner. He just cannot find it. He has a huge speed advantage coming out of that corner, I would say, but it's so tough when you are racing just behind a driver to find that spot and not lose time by crashing into them. He's pulling out again every corner. He just cannot find a spot to pass. Now, will he get it through the upcoming DRS zone? One of the best places to pass here, coming up on the next corner. He's on the outside through turn 5. He's got DRS now. Did he get it? Good apex. He should have him here on turn 5 as he comes in towards turn 6. And now towards turn 7. Dougie has relented the position. He's behind him. And Vicali has gained the position. We'll come back to that in a bit, as I'm sure these two may keep battling. But Vicali should be gaining ground now, as he was well ahead of these, or well, much faster with the super soft tires. We'll see as those tires wear down what that does. So Indian Man has taken the lead. He's got Axton in second place, 6 seconds back, 6.4. Indian Man on the soft tires, so he pit, I believe, around lap 10. Again, if you really, really push them, you may be able to make it to the end, but the way these guys drive this track, they drive awfully hard. I believe he's probably on a 2-stop race, so we'll keep an eye on lap 20 or so lap 20 to 25, see if he goes to the supers or the ultras maybe. Axton 6 seconds, Monty 8 seconds. Now B. Colley moving in on Monty. Dougie struggling on the last turn there. B. Colley hoping to get into the DRS zone. He's very close to DRS. He should be able to get it here. Let's see if he opens up that flap through this turn. This is where he overtook Dougie just a lap ago, I believe. He does get the DRS. But he doesn't seem to have the speed to overtake Monty. Now he goes to the outside. Monty leaves him a little bit of space. Does not get the... He just didn't have the speed down that stretch you would expect from Red Bull, especially on a Renault there. He's right on him now. He's gained within a car length, and he is just pushing. Here we go. Will we see it again? What he did to Dougie just every corner, battling to get that position. Colley just... Oh! We have wing damage, most likely. I did not see any parts fall there, but he tapped his wing. He'll be lucky if he was yellow wing or less there. When you push so hard and you're right on top of the drivers like that, it doesn't take but a little extra braking to tap them. And no brake lights here in the VF1, so you just don't know how hard the guy in front of you have stopped that time. Now look at them battle. Here we come down the back straight again. Will he get the position this time? He's in much better position as they get towards the DRS zone after turn 3. Or turn 5 rather. So here we are. As they come turn 1, 2, 3. Here he goes on the inside. He may gain the position before the DRS. No, he does not. Did that mess with his apex and mess up his timing. He does have the DRS. Looking for the overtake on the outside now. And he has the position. No, he does not. Monty. Oh, as they get close through turn 7. Now he relents. No! Oh, Monty is in the wall. Monty is in the wall. That is not good, folks. Just refusing to give up position. He's lost half his wing there, and wow, that was quite a battle, and went a little too far there. B. Colley clearly had the speed, and Monty didn't relent. Now, I'm not saying Monty's at fault. I'm just saying that that was a tight battle, and they came together. Bound to happen when you're pushing that hard and you got a guy fighting for position. Dougie is caught right up to B. Colley now to make things interesting again there. And now Dougie's soft tires are probably a little warmer, running a little better, while B. Colley's might be starting to wear down at this point. Let's take a look up at the leaders here. Indy Man still running fine in the lead. 7 seconds ahead of Axton. It'll be interesting to see when these guys pit. I believe they will pit. Then we got B. Colley and Dougie. We'll want to take a look at Dougie through the DRS zones. He's got it here, but it's just such a short straight. There's not really much opportunity to pass there. It's really the DRS zone after turn 3, and there's a straight right around the middle of sector 2 that you can really get great opportunity for overtakes. Now, will he get DRS? Yes, he opens up the flap. Does he have the speed to overtake? He goes inside, and he does take back the position. Now B. Colley comes back through with speed. What a battle as they go through turn 8. Now Dougie has taken that spot back. These two are having a great battle. That little incident with Monty slowed B. Colley down enough to get Dougie back into the DRS area, and now Dougie taps the wall, but I don't see any damage there, luckily for him. Great view, overhead view here as we go through the I don't know what to call that, a tunnel or something there. Now, Axton's 7 seconds back. Dougie is 10 seconds back. Cully has lost a little bit of time there, but as long as he gets back in the DRS, he'll be alright. Viper's in 5th now, so he's 10 seconds back from that group. He's on the softs. Truth having a great performance here in 6th, even though he didn't get the ride he wanted. He got stuck with the Williams ride, but doing well there in 6th place right now. We have Flip in 7th and Pace Dog in 8th, and those three are fairly close. It's a good battle there for 6th, 7th, and 8th. And then 5 seconds back is Arrow, who, you know, he can pick up the pace. He may make up some time, and then 17 seconds back is Monty there. Well out of it right now would be Damaso and GP Colin. GP looks like he's going in slow motion right now. I don't know what's going on. Might just be a camera angle. Oh no! What is happening? I turned my camera at the wrong time as GP turned and got loose, and then powwow. I'm not sure if he caught him or got loose himself, but boy, oh boy. It's not pretty, folks. It is not pretty in Singapore. That is for sure. So let's take a look, see when everyone pit, and see what the strategies might be going on here. So Indian Man pit after lap 9. So to go 22 laps on softs, that's pushing it. We know Axton's got to be pitting again on the super softs, I do believe. Again, you got Dougie in 3rd on softs, probably pushing it to go to the end. B-Collie's got to pit again. So far, all the leaders look like they've got to pit again. Everyone on soft or super softs pitting between laps 9 and 11. Nobody has made that second pit stop set yet, so we'll keep an eye on things and see where people start to pit. And right now, let's take a look. Axton is being caught by Dougie. V-Collie has fallen off the pace just a little bit. His tires may be wearing out. Viper's made up about a second since we last checked. Let's take a look at that battle with Truth in 6th. Truth in 6th, Flip Mofo in 7th, and Pace Dog in 8th. 4 seconds difference between the three, about 4 seconds. So now they're approaching the lap car of GP Colin. He gets out of the way for one of them, but could be costing Pace Dog some time now. No, he has surely cost Pace Dog a couple of seconds there, I would think. Pace Dog must be frustrated. Sure if Pace had got loose, and maybe that's why GP stayed there, but GP still in the way, getting the blue flag. This is not good. GP really needs to move here. This is not a good showing by Maynard GP. There, and now he relents the position, which actually should give Pace Dog DRS, and it doesn't? No, he doesn't even get DRS out of that, so Pace Dog may have lost position there as he couldn't get by your boy GP. Now Arrow is not far back, only 2 seconds behind Pace Dog. He was well off the pace earlier. Flip Mofo about 3 seconds back. He approaches a lap Sauber car, or a Sauber car without a driver. Not sure who that is. Let's go back to the battle. Oh, Dougie has overtaken Axton, and now he's sandwiched between... Axton is sandwiched between Dougie and B. Colley. So we'll keep an eye on this one here for a few minutes. It really appears those super softs have dropped off as Dougie passed B. Colley, now he's passed Axton, and those guys, I'm not sure they're able to keep pace with those softs at this point. Which makes you wonder, will they take a look at going to the softs here soon? As their tires have dropped off, and the softs should last easily 10 laps to the end. The super softs have lasted 10 laps as well, so you could go super soft at this point. Try to get the overtake through the pit. We will have to see what's going to happen here. Indian Man still leading. 7.6 ahead of Dougie. Axton now out of DRS, but B. Colley is in DRS just behind Axton if he can get it at some point. Let's take a look at Truth. 24 seconds back of the leader. 6th place finish is phenomenal. If he could finish there, he would be ecstatic, I'm sure. Flip is pushing him now. He is gaining some ground. Last we looked, it's 3 seconds. Now it's about 2.5, 2 seconds. Let's see here what B. Colley does. Will he get the overtake down the back straight? Or after turn 5, a couple of key spots with the DRS zones. Let's take a look on board. See what B. Colley is seeing as he picks up the DRS here. Through turn 3. Keeping his ground good. Now through turn 5. Good apex. Picks up the DRS. Axton caught a bit of the curve there. Could slow him down. So I'm sure B. Colley will be looking for the overtake. No, he just doesn't have it there. Now this is another straight where passing can be done. But he does not take a great apex there. My apologies, it's the straight after this tunnel that is a bit longer. Good apex, comes out of there strong. Not able to gain ground there without the DRS, so he's surely going to look to pass in the DRS zones. I wouldn't be surprised to see that happen in the next couple laps. Speed now with the first DRS. Just such a short straight. There's not much overtaking through that DRS zone. Really a pointless spot. Could be better used on that other straight I was talking about after the tunnel. However, it does put him in position to catch up and get the DRS for the next straight. And the next one is the all-important one. So will he overtake him this time? Takes a much better apex there. got the speed, but you know Axton will protect. No, he just doesn't have it as they get into the braking zone again. Let's take a look at the leaders here. I wouldn't be surprised to see these folks coming in unless they think they can make it to the end. Now, they're likely looking to push until they get to the super ultra soft area, and really, I mean, you probably get 10 laps on those ultras, so they should start pitting any time now. Or they are pushing to the end on the softs, and what we heard from the drivers in testing is all wrong. Dougie is 7.7 back of the leader. Axton 3 seconds back of him, and now Beacully looking to pass, but doesn't have it there. Now Beacully looking to pass at every corner. We've seen this multiple times already. He usually gets his victim when he's on top of him like this. You can see Axton with the yellow helmet there. I guess he just refuses to let go of the Renault, that Renault car he loves so much. He wants to keep those colors going. Watch these through the DRS, and then we'll check back in with the rest of the field here. Now, looks for the overtake again. He just doesn't have the speed that Axton has. So, question if Beacully may have picked up some damage when he had that accident with Monty. It looked to me like Monty's wing touched the wall. I wasn't so sure Beacully had really picked up any damage, but you never know. He may just have, as he's been able to overtake the other drivers, but he lost position to Dougie. He can't make the overtake on Axton there. Now the pack is caught up to Truth, and Aero Strike is right on him here. Flip Mofo just overtook him. And this battle has come together now as the three of them now. Aero just right on the rear wing of Truth as he looks to pass on every corner. This action is so gripping I can hardly speak. Aero just trying not to lose a wing as he is right on the gearbox of Truth's clutch. Corner cut from both men there, possibly. Look at him right on the rear. This track is so hard to find a great overtake unless the driver makes a mistake or you're in that DRS zone. Especially turn 3 seems to be the spot to do it. And you should pick up DRS here. Surely he'll be looking for the overtake. His tires should be much better than the Super Softs at this point. And he'll be looking for that overtake after turn 3 here. As again, he is just right on the gearbox of Truth's clutch. Here we are, we move on through turn 3. Turn 5 rather. DRS. Will he get it? He goes for the overtake now on the inside. And he does, but Truth has to go a little wide just to avoid collision there. That seems fine as Aero's got the pace, so now Aero will look to close in on Flip. Let's see what's going on with the leaders. Any pits yet? Nothing yet. Still about the same distance. Indian's holding his own against Dougie there. This is surely Indian Man's race to win. He's got a 7-second lead. He's on soft tires. Dougie as well on soft tires. They're both in excellent positions. We're not sure if they're trying to go to the end or trying to go to the ultra softs, but they're both in excellent positions here. Beacully now 5 seconds back of Dougie, so he has lost so much ground. Even though he has overtaken Axton, he's now pulling away of Axton. These super soft tires you'd think have to pit at some point, but maybe my judgment was wrong the whole time. Nobody has come in yet, and we only have 6 laps to go. 7 laps if you include this one here. Piper kind of racing a race of his own. GP is retired. Oh, as you see, was he on inters? I see a green tire there, and that is surely asking for an accident. Luckily, nobody hit him there. I see some raindrops here, so that's interesting. That is possibly why he went to the inners a little early, quite early, in fact. But that will make things very interesting. The rain comes down here with 6 laps to go. Will people go to the inner tires? They will have to if the rain picks up enough. Now when it goes to the rain, it's funny, you got the 3 guys, Indian, Dougie, and B. Collie. I would give those 3 the advantage. Those 3 drive best in the rain anyways, so at this point I would be surprised to see much lead changes between these 3 unless something serious happens as far as an accident. He has made up a ground, Dougie has, on Indian Man, but it's not enough. There's a lot of separation now between the first 5 guys. And then you've still got this battle for 6th. Flip. Now Arrow on his gearbox. Truth just behind them. And Pace Dog right on his end. Let's take a look at Arrows. He's kind of in the middle of this group. He gets his first DRS zone. Oh boy, will it be interesting to see if people have to pit for the inners. The rain is not coming down very hard. It doesn't look like it's going to pose a problem right now, but it will in a couple laps now. Couple laps. That'll be right around the end of the race. Lap 28, possibly. 28, 29. So this may work great for those that went to the super softs. They're trying to make them last to the end, possibly. Now they're just trying to make them last to the rain, but will they last till the rain comes? That's the question. Arrow, oh, a dangerous overtake! And he has knocked Flip out. Wow, that seemed to be a very late overtake. I'm not sure if he slipped or missed his braking point, but now both of them have fallen behind Pace Dog and Truth, and Arrow is well back as it took him a while to turn around. And Truth back into 6th place. Wow, what a turn of events we have here. I wish we had instant replay system, because that was something, folks. Flip will surely be flipping his shit. Oh, and now Truth goes wide and Pace Dog overtakes. What an excellent overtake there by Pace Dog as they come down the long stretch there. As I said, we haven't seen many overtakes outside of the DRS zone. And now the rain is having an effect as he goes wide, nearly touches the wall there. You can see both, well, at least Truth on those corners, struggling a bit, being pushed back, or pushed further into the turns. Indian Man goes to the inners. Will they all go to the inners? Yes, we've got Dougie going to the inners. We've got B. Collie changing right now. Will Axton make the pit. He's in the pit. Everybody seems to be coming. Is Viper in there? Yes, he is. Oh! Pace Dog falls out of the pit lane, but he gets back in time. The other thing is, with this pit line, it's such a quick stop. Everyone has to be making their stops on time, or you could be looking at a stop penalty, stop and go, and that'll be the race if that happens. Now, somebody's got super soft tires. I hope nobody makes that mistake. We will find out. So let's go take a look at the leaders, see what ground is made up as we come down the final 4 laps, and they're all on inners now. Still 7.8 seconds now, Dougie, so the Red Bull team did better than Mercedes, I would say, in the pit, making up a second or two, or maybe there was wing replacement. I doubt people would be replacing a wing. 4 laps left here, though. Dougie. We've got B. Colley 12 seconds back, but Axton not far behind him, so there won't be any DRS making it that much more difficult to pass, but there will be more braking mistakes in the rain, in the wet. You know, folks miss their apex, or just to take a slide, or, you know, it could be just like me. I just took a rip right into the wall. It didn't have to make any sense why, but your tire catches in a weird way and all of a sudden you're in the wall, and not much you can do about it. But the first three drivers, they are usually pretty outstanding in the rain. Now, Viper will look to make up that 6-second gap with Axton. Powwow appears to be out of the race. We're going to see if we can invite him into the party here, see if we can get him broadcasting, as Powwow is always good for a laugh, as we all know. Alright, so Pace Dog's there. And we do have Truth right behind him still. And then back 9 seconds is Flip after that terrible incident with Arrow. Monty not far behind him, so Monty is in. I'm not sure what happened to Monty, where he's been, but I think he made up a lot of ground with that incident. Hero's in 10th and Damaso well off the pace, 40 seconds back in 11th, so the top 10's pretty solidified, barring accidents, which very well could happen. Flip Mofo trying to gain some ground there. He is only 7 seconds back of Truth. With 3 laps left, mistakes happen. It's very possible he could be in there. Let's see what Truth does here as he takes turn 5. He can have the speed to get up on Pace Dog and do anything. Gained a little bit of ground now. 46.6. He's almost within a second there. This is the battle to watch, it seems, with only 4 laps to go here. And we'll take a look at the leaders here in a moment. So Indian Man comes around. He'll be taking the finish line in a second here, going on a lap 29. Dougie's 7 seconds back. He has gained a little ground since we last looked, but not enough to be a factor, really. B. Colley well off that pace. Axton is keeping up with B. Colley, so Axton could be looking at a podium pending a lot of things. A slip by B. Colley, penalties, we'll have to check that out. Let's take a look here at the penalties for the lead drivers, if they could play a factor. So we've got likely a 3-second penalty for Indian Man. That could be important as we come down the stretch. But Dougie also has at least 1 penalty. So those two are pretty even. Then we take a look at B. Colley, 2 penalties, which is a huge factor depending on what Axton does. And we know Axton loves to overtake on penalties. Axton with 1 penalty, so if he could stay within 3 seconds, depending, I mean, we don't know what those penalties are, but we're assuming a 3-second penalty. He could overtake B. Colley and be looking at a podium on penalties. Take a look at Viper here. Viper with a couple penalties as well, so he won't be a threat to Axton. And we've got Pace Dog with 3, 4, 5 penalties. Oh boy. Truth with 3, 4 penalties. So Truth, as long as he can stay within a couple seconds there, he should be looking at overtake on penalties. Flip with only 2, so I mean, if he's within 6 seconds, he can overtake Truth. If he's within 9 seconds, he can overtake Pace Dog. And then we got Monty with only 1, so penalties are a huge factor here, as we could see a bunch of changes between the top 9 drivers. Arrow also with only 1 penalty. So let's get back to the action now. We know what we were looking at for penalties. We got an idea. So we've got Indian Man in the lead, followed by Dougie. They're similar in penalties. I don't think we'll see an overtake there. Then B. Colley, he's well back. Now Axton, I believe he's got to stay within 3 seconds to pass B. Colley, and right now he's on that borderline. So if he can hang on, He's right now within 3 seconds, may only be 2 or 1 second, but he's got an opportunity at a possible podium. Viper 7 seconds back of him. Then Pace Dog, and Truth you can see following right behind him there. So if Truth can hold on to this position and not get another penalty, he's got a great opportunity at a 6th place finish as well. Depending on what clip he's looking on here. 7 seconds back. Monty and Arrow battling for 9th here. This is the action to watch. So let's watch Pace Dog, Truth, and boy, it'll be interesting to see the final results after all these penalties play out. So 1.2 seconds back. Truth is right in the prime spot to gain on penalties. Can he do it? Can he stay in that position? Will he get more penalties himself? The other thing to keep an eye on is Axton, if he can stay within touch. Just not a whole lot of passing here, unfortunately, but that is Formula 1 racing at times, especially when you have a group of guys that race pretty in races, don't make too many mistakes. That's the way it's supposed to look. Axton's still 2 seconds back, so he's in good position still. Oh! See, B. Cully gets a little squirrely. But he turns out he's alright. He's getting squirrely again. Is the track drying up, I wonder? He's moving around quite a bit. Indian Man still in the lead as we hit in on the last lap. Dougie's 5 seconds back. B. Cully is 19 seconds back, so here we are, the race for 3rd place on penalties. Axton, as usual, he could be looking at a podium on penalties. Now, Pace Dog and Truth. Pace Dog looks like he's pulled away a little bit more from Truth as they come over the line for their final lap of the race. About a 1.5 second difference there. Truth just hopes to stay within that ground, and he could be looking to gain position. The other thing is these drivers aren't aware that they're going to overtake on penalties at times. And like these two here, Arrow may have him on penalties, but he's going to push to gain that position because he doesn't know if the penalties will help or hurt him on the overtaking at the end. See again how Axton's doing. 21.2, 18.9, so about 2.1 seconds back. 2.2, 2.3. 2.3, so if he can push, if that, B. Cully can have a great final sector here, he could pull away over 3 seconds, and that may be the difference. These are not fun conditions. We see the cars moving quite a bit. So let's get back to Pace Dog and Truth here. Pace Dog at 48.2, 49.9. So about 1.7 seconds back is Truth. He'll look to overtake on the penalties as well. Is the checkered flag, I missed it. Goes to Indian Man, I'm sure. B. Cully comes through in third, but will he hold the position? No, it says 4th place if my eyes do not deceive me. Axton has overtaken and gotten a podium on penalties. So we're looking at Indian Man, Dougie, Axton, B. Cully, Viper. Now the race for 6th. Will Truth overtake on penalties? Pace Dog comes through. Will he hold it? No, he gives up another position on penalties. Down to 8th. So as he lost 2 positions, as Monty comes through, he's getting squirrely there. He takes 8th place. So it looks like Monty has overtaken on penalties. Let's take a look in the race director, see if that tells us. Look at that. Pace Dog dropped from 6th all the way down to 9th on penalties as Truth, Flip, and Monty overtook. But Arrow Strike must have been just seconds out from taking that position as well, as Arrow will finish 10th place. Now we just look for race 100 and Tampa to finish out here. And there we are. Indian Man, Dougie, and Axton on the podium. Congratulations, gentlemen. Look at the penalties. Really starts getting hefty down at 6th position, but great job by Truth. Despite 12 seconds of penalty, still able to hold that 6th place position. He surely will be pleased with that, despite even having to drive in a car that is not his, a Williams car there. So that is great. Great job by Viper as well with a 5th place. This rain can play a huge factor in races and makes for some interesting results, but this time around, I mean, these guys, the top 4 guys, usually are doing well in the rain. Indian, Dougie, V. Colley, you see them there every time near the podium or on the podium in the rain. So if you want to learn how to drive in the rain, those folks will put on a tutorial if you need to learn. Alright folks, this has been Singapore. Not a lot of passing, just a lot of rain. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Have a good night.